from the book of Luke, the 8th chapter, reading from the 5th verse. Prayer that brings results. But this morning, I will turn to the topic, your word is seed. Amen? Say somebody, my word is seed.
My word is seed.
Amen. The Bible says death and life is in the power of the tongue. What you speak, what you declare is what will automatically be received. The law of reciprocity, the law of seed time and harvest. I would say harvest responds to seed. Whatever you reap is what you sow.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
And in this, we all read together chapter 8 of the book of Luke from 5 to 15. Amen? 3, 4. A sower went out to sow seed, and as he sowed,
Some fell by the wayside, and it was sown down,
and the fall of the air devoured it, and some fell upon the rock, and as soon as it sprung up, it withered away because it lacked moisture.
and some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up and shook it, and another fell on the ground, and sprang up, and bare fruit, and hundred fold. And when he had said these things, he cried, he
That
wept.
hath ears to hear, let him hear.
And his disciples asked him, saying, what might this parable be? And he said, unto you is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of God, but unto others in parables, that see they might not see, and hear they might not understand. Now the parable is this: the seed is the word of God. And those by the wayside are they that hear, then cometh the devil and take out away the word out of their heart, lest they should believe and be saved. They are on the rock are they, which when they hear, receive the word with joy, and these have those which for a while believe, and in the time of temptation fall away. And they are they which when they have heard, go forth and will choke with the cares of the, and riches of this and pleasure of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection. But they that are on good ground are they
Which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it,
and bring forth fruit with patience. Tell somebody, I am good ground.
I am good ground.
I am good ground.
I am good ground.
Make it a statement, make it a declaration.
I am good ground.
I am good ground.
I am good ground.
Amen. We thank God again for his food. Amen.
Amen.
Thank God this morning for a wonderful wife for 32 years. Amen. The elders and the ministers of this ministry, thank God for them. Amen.
Amen.
We pray God that this morning will be a journey of understanding the power of words. Amen.
Amen.
Thank God. We understand the laws, or basically we understand in agriculture, sowing and reaping, planting and having harvest. The Bible said one of the things that the word of God is like a man sowing the seed. The kingdom of God is like a man sowing seed. Right? And don't know how it actually come alive. But he go night and day and taking his rest and going on his daily chores. But the word come to life. Amen? That seed come to life. That germination process take place. We understand from the eyes of understanding from the germination process of the seed going into the ground and being moist, the ground being moist, it causes life to it causes the seed to come alive and germinate. We understand that, but we still can't understand how it happened. The Bible says, except for one week fall into the ground and die, it abided alone. Now, the word is seed, but what makes the word come alive is what you say.
Yes, amen. Amen.
We can hear some stuff, we can say stuff, because we are in a gallery where we can confess and say we believe God. Amen? But it is predicated upon what type of minerals you put on it. If you sow some seed and you just put it into the ground and there's no water to moist the ground, to bring the seed come alive, what happened? It stayed there, even though it is planted. Because there's nothing, it's still in dry soil. But give that seed a little moisture. Something just enough to let it come alive. That's all it needs.
Yes.
Now, you can confess the word. You sow it. And after you go on your daily chores, your daily life, when the vicissitude of life comes, you may not be speaking to that vision, to that purpose God has assigned you for. And then all of a sudden you find that things aren't working out the way they ought to work out. So usually say, I don't know why God doing this. And we put God in this thing and we try to blame God, and God has nothing to do with your doubt. You see, there's a quote that I remember this Bishop Banks said, doubt and do without, believe and receive. Amen? Now, once you speak the word, do not believe for a minute that things just happen, things just happen, what will be. No, your word and how you cultivate your word is what will be produced. Amen? If you say what the Bible says, because the Bible says His word is seed, and He explained the kingdom principle of the word. The kingdom of God is like a man sowing a seed. Amen? Praise God. The kingdom of God is like a man sowing a seed. Amen? And he don't know how the process takes place. But he just know that anybody that's doing agriculture and plant their seed, they're not planting seed for failure, They're expecting a harvest. So they already put things in motion. Amen. Can you have a kid? I can distract you. When you plant seed, you put things in motion, because mentally you already set for harvest. You already gave the 3 months period when things will come to fruition. You don't think about the seed might grow. You go on in summertime, we know spring coming, we plant stuff in the backyard, the little space we get. We're not thinking about if it will grow. We know it will grow. For some reason, we just know it will grow. Because we sow a seed and we expect a harvest. We expect tomatoes to come out of the tomato tree. We expect whatever we plant to produce. It's a law. The law of seed time and harvest, and then the harvest only responds to seed. Jesus talked about the type of trials that comes when the word is sown. You may speak something and say, well, you're expecting God to do this. Alright? You're expecting God to open this door for you. Amen? And by no stretch of the imagination, you're expecting God to do it. But remember, the fowl of the air, which is the enemy, which is the devil, will try to plow and to dig up that seed that has been sown. The seed get attacked from different angles, different seed, and different seed get different attack. If you plant, you talk about those like beavers and not beavers, those squirrels and that. If you're planting like tulip and stuff, they will find ways and means to get in, and for different seed have different trials. So if you expect this to happen, because yes, it has different attack will come against you, see. But today I want to explain to you something what we're going to destroy this morning. I believe in breaking cycles. I believe in taking things and destroying the stronghold that seem to have you in a cycle, in a bind. This morning, I want you to walk with me this morning, amen?
Amen.
And they talk about the two types of soil that all work against you. The three types of seed that are sown that work against you, because one of the things you have to be strong on is the having the word. And sometimes we sow and we receive the word with gladness. The Bible talks about those that hear the word with gladness, and because they have no root, the enemy comes to take away the word from their heart and they wouldn't repent, because the devils try set up a plan to see something wrong in the church. Am I making sense? How many people come to church and they hear something that is not really resonating with the spirit, or see something and then they say, no, me and you back there. But they fail to realize the enemy had done this.
Yes.
So you see all the problems, all the faults, all the downs and all the wrongs. And when people hear this, they say, well, what going on here? I ain't able to still sing that. Because what's on you, because some people are going, I have a PhD in YouTube. The 10 most rich preacher, the 6 most wealthy preacher, the 6, 10, 20 wealthy preachers. And we try all these, and we see, and these people who are doing these things are atheists, are promoting a mindset that people wouldn't trust God anymore. That's why the Bible says, when the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith upon the earth? Because people will be disillusioned. And we are buying to the hype of these YouTube professors. I'm not saying YouTube professors. Some people, one brother come, I haven't seen him for years. He's walked away from the Lord. Cause his whole family not to even come to the church to the house of God. But he never come back to the Lord. And all he finding faults about Crefodella, T.D. Jason. And everybody that is black, he finding fault like Mr. Black Man. I said, so who is the favorite preacher? I'm John Hagee. I said, my God. But nevertheless, I'm saying this to the fact that he come back to the Lord and all you can see is faults about preachers. I said, brother, why don't forget all these, the Bible, forget all these things about what you find about people, because they are doing what you will never dream to do in your lifetime. And where you going, you might never, these are men doing work that is not being covered on the news. All you can hear is some misinterpretation of what they are doing, and we go on with it, and people go with it, and they begin to do it, and they don't know the truth, they don't know the facts, they never even had a little meeting with the men of God, but they just find a fault about them, and they don't know them from Adam. It's the same way they will find faults about you, who don't even know you, know your character, know how you live, how you sleep, how you think. But they will find fault about you. So forget these people, and what about you? What did you do with your life? He started talking, as a kind of person. I had no footing, I had no people in the wheel. And I said, well, I look at you, you're in real. How we find fault? So this is so seeds have been sown to disillusioned people. How people not believing the God they're serving anymore. They say, well, God is there. They talk to God, and I believe God from a Seva syndrome. What will be, will be. But if you want God to do something, you better believe God will do it, and accept the fact that the word says, if you are good ground, whatever is sown, whatever you sow will come to pass.
Amen.
I don't want, you see, I'm one of the trees, and one of the seeds that is sown, right? It's sown among thorns, and thorns is one of the most dangerous seeds. Form of temptation or trials to come against this good seed. Look what thorns do. You ever see, those of you know, like mango trees and even apple trees in some of the wood area, they will have some little pine or thorns will grow around it. Sometimes we have vine grow around the trees.
Yes.
The tree is supposed to be it's living, it's bearing fruit. But it's been so, the fruit is so, what we call premature. Because these vines, these roots, these are suckers. They drain the nutrients of the tree. All the minerals come off the tree. So the fruit of itself is not really thing that they can really eat or do anything good with it. It's there. But it's more kind of like a salt of it, taking up space. Because it don't carry the right look. And something is always wrong, because even though it is part of the production process, yet it doesn't have that look, it don't have the taste, it don't have the feel of something that is good. But yet again, it is there. And that is one of the most dangerous fruit you can deal with. And the type of thorns does not just take you out, it stays. It stays. So when you want to receive God's word and grow in the knowledge of God's word, there are things that can come in your life that will try to keep you in a bind. But you see now, by you recognizing how the enemy works, you could cancel his assignment against your destiny.
Amen.
I don't speak the problem, I speak the solution.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
Because people that speak problem tend to curse what God ordained to be blessed.
Amen. Amen.
If all you can see is a problem, then what is it good? What did the word of God say? I don't speak problems. It's not because of mental accent I say, well, I'm speaking positive. I know the power of life when it's spoken through a vessel that represents God. Yes. You can turn your situation around. Don't let nobody who only into those bind, whereby they give it the story, what we call it the Nancy story, of some failure of somebody, some setback of somebody who are going through the identical situation like you, who can identify with you, and they then get through and things will work for them, and then you begin to study how to fail.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I'm making sense? You're done in a bad situation. The worst you can do is to think out of the box. Don't study how to fail. Don't study when you fail. I always like the topic, the discussion with Oprah had with Venus and Serena at a young age, when they now come out and begin to be this sensation, long-term sensation. These two little black girls, and what happened is that in the interview, I can't remember everything, but this stick with me. When Oprah asked about we're talking with some, the dialogue went in a direction that Venus said she had to get her education so she'll have something to fall back on. Oprah in a snap said, no, we have nothing to fall back on. That's not for you. To fall back on. You understand? Because we were taught to fail, to fail and to do something in case you fail. We were never taught to really succeed in what we are doing. So we're planning to fail in case you fail. So in the psyche, there's a setback, there's a mentality that something's going to go wrong. So we say, well, everything happens to no. I hear people say this, they wake up there today, everything going right. For the whole week, everything going right. Something had to go wrong. And they're waiting for something to go wrong. You ever hear that? Something must go wrong because now things cannot be going so good for me. You know what I'm saying? So you know how to understand, to break that psyche, to break that way we think that things have to go wrong somewhere along the line. What do the devil does? Don't be too happy, the devil right there. So when you start talking the devil right there, then you bring the devil right there. Maybe so-called prophetic, demonic inspiration. Because how come you always going good and then all of a sudden you're expecting some demonic to happen? It will happen. Life is a continuum. When you get the wave right there, if they're moving for you, stay right there, don't move. Forget what who said what, you stay right there. He said, I planted by the rivers of water, I shall not be moved. You will allow nothing to shake me.
Thank you. Hallelujah.
The thorns will come. And these things are not just, let me explain something. He used, the parables are based upon earthly description to bring a spiritual truth. And when we understand what he's saying, it's not just about a seed on the ground, but it's people that comes in your life.
Yes. Yes.
Let me tell you something. Life have its own trials. Life have its own uphill battle. We have what they call growing pain. I remember when I was small, getting this fever ever so often. I do everything, you understand? But then they explained to me what it was growing pain. When the body started to stretch, all of a sudden I'm coughing, I'm getting fever. And my mother used to go and make some bush, what you call bush medicine. She got a thing called Christmas bush, and one called bovine, and take something called bacano, and she boil it up, and then she sweeten it, because I ain't drinking that just bitter like that. Yeah. So then she give it some, put some, she sweeten it, strong, so then we drink it, and then she go and get some nutmeg and grate it, and put it in some soft candle, and throw some little alcohol or rum in that, and she lighted the fire, and they get warm, and then after she cover it and they get warm, so she take a sort of rub her stomach, she rub her chest, she rub her head, then in a minute time, you see her perspiring, beads of perspiration. She said that's how the fever coming out. Amen? They give it all the remedies, how to work things out, how to get things out of your body. Amen? And you go through life. Life is having own trials. You will go through your own growing pain. That is life. But you have to understand your DNA is a life of an overcomer. Yes. Go through your growing pain. Cry if you have to cry. But people may enjoy for that. You forget what you're listening to me. Hallelujah. I thank God for the day that I understand the kingdom principle. It's not based upon observation. But the Bible says the kingdom of God is not does not come with observation. But the kingdom of God is within you. The authority of God is within you. The power of God is within you. Once you understand who you are, God is able to work things out for you, with you, and through you. I'm telling you something. That kingdom principle, the kingdom anointing, the ability to soar above situation is in you.
Thank you, Lord.
Don't listen to people when they're telling you stuff that don't speak to your blessing. Do not listen to the devil, because listen to me, he speaks to your mind. He's a spiritual.
Yes. Hallelujah.
He is a spirit. And he will speak through emotions. I can see emotions. I can see when I can see emotion when you react to what is going on. But inwardly, I don't know if you're hurting, if you're in pain, except God revealed it. But it's something that is going on the inside, and the enemy knows how to attack. He can use words are not seen, words are the unseen, and that's why it will affect the physical body. It will affect your spirit, which in return, after a while, you let those words that are sown against your spirit, you begin to fight against it and begin to walk in, because what they say, it begins to affect your body now. Now all of a sudden you have back pain. Number one, you got headaches. You got to get joint pain because it's studying what somebody say and it's working in the spirit. But I tell you to take this spirit, remove the spirit of heaviness and just take out that spirit of depression and anxiety and worry and put on a garment of praise. Wednesday night we had a praise, amen. We had a Jericho march. We marched around 7 times. We were praising God, amen. And we just giving God praise because it's about time we take off the weight, take off the load, take off all those things that the devil is going to play our minds with. on good grounds. Because you are good grounds. When you said, expect it. When you speak it, believe it. When you release it, respond to seed. Your seed, the harvest respond to what you say. Your word is seed.
Hallelujah. Yes, Lord. Hallelujah. Praise you, Jesus.
Oh, praise God.
Hallelujah.
Oh, praise God.
Hallelujah.
Oh, praise God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I thank God this morning. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Jesus. Give us some praise.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Praise God.
Thank you, Father. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Praise your name, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. God be exalted.
I wrote you this like a bulldozer already.
Hallelujah.
But I say this. Be careful of what you hear.
Yes. Yes.
Are you with me?
Amen. Say it again.
Be careful of what you hear.
Yes.
No.
Hallelujah.
What you hear
Thank you, Jesus.
usually come from a source.
Yes.
And sometimes before you know it, not even before you know it, sometimes we could almost pinpoint sources
Yes.
that will come against what we believe. Have you ever had a family, an aunt, an uncle, a good friend? If you call it that, I don't know. It's up to the beholder, right? But every time something good is about to happen, they come for 1 minute celebrating. Something wrong here. You ever come around people that can never celebrate the good that come to here?
Yes.
I mean, the littlest thing, whatever you do, you try to accomplish. They can't tell you, oh, well done.
Yes.
That is have some sarcastic remark.
Yes.
You can never say thank you. You say, well, who did I appreciate? What they doing well, they're doing fine. They cannot say nothing, they can't come out of the system. I would say like this gentleman, you can't, no matter what, you can't tell the children you love them. Even though they say, Daddy, I love you, you can't respond to it. It's not because you don't love his children, because you do all kinds of things with children, you suffer, you go through life for his children. But you can't say I love you because he didn't get that kind of a, go in that kind of environment. So he was happy to respond, say, I love you. Even though the church tell him, I love you. Okay, all right. You can't respond to it. And sometimes some people, they come with the same baggage from the world. They go up in a family where the daddy abused them. I want to say abuse, and then not everything is about sexual abuse. It's just verbal abuse. The parents have abused them, and there's nothing good has been said about them. They never expect anything good out of them, and they come now after all these years, and they begin to make something of themselves, and not one of the parents can really say, I'm proud of you. I've seen a pastor cry for his father's affection. His father's all around ministers. So one day I'm in a service and I'm ministering. So I tell the father, I say, go and hug your son. The son is a big time organist, one of the best we have in New Jersey, in the country. Well, he plays like Billy Preston, he plays so good. So I asked him, I said, son, go talk to your father. I said, hug your son, bless him. He father watch me. No, all of me. I mean, these are men higher up in the Golden Price. So I'm watching the son. I said, yeah, I'm watching this thing. The bishop is a son. The father singing. The son could sing. And so I said, well, tell the son. He watched the son. He watched him. Say, well, if you say so, you got it. And that's how that's his approach to his son. For some reason, and understanding doing the psychology one, then I begin to understand me and understand another thing about people. There's a lot of things that we do not understand, and then when we come into the body of Christ with the same baggage, we don't know what it is to say, I love you. You figure I grew up rough and tough enough. I grew up in love. I know my love me. Your father, I don't know if I didn't feel of anybody at all. And you say, Mommy, you love being one of us? I big my bigger brother. He said, I love everybody in a special way. Mommy love us, we know mother love us. Mommy was the, these guys was joking to my mother. All of them so-called magician. I'm going to go to the kitchen and do abacadabra, voila. And bring up something for you the first. It takes a good too. Mommy do anything for us. If I didn't careful, even when I got married, and when I was building my house, I moved back in my room. Mommy started washing my clothes for me. That's how we grew up, you know. And the girls was not, us the boys was spoiled. I didn't know about cooking or nothing but all I know is just to live. Mommy take care of everything. When I got married, I just continued the life of Mommy. And my wife had to pay the cake with her. When I first, this is anybody. When I first get married, I said, Daddy, I want a beef soup.
Whatever.
I don't know what it is. I pigtail soup for me. I didn't know about pigtail. I don't think so. So she put a pigtail in my thing. I said, I watched the food. I won't eat it. I went upstairs by my mommy and I eat seafood. I come out here and see. That's the, you see them crying. Crying. What are you crying for? I want to, please. That is man. Before long, she cooked something for me, and I know something, I know saltfish and rice. I eat them things, so give it to them thing. I said, I know that. It was pigtail, and saltfish, split peas and rice here. She said, what guys you? That was my first shot, guys. Well, I taste it, I can taste it. And I take a little taste. Then I take a little more taste. Then I take more taste. And I'm back and taste. And then all the sugar is done. You should hold her own back in the bargain. Then she all upset crying, want to please me, want to please me. But he said, I don't want to be like my father, to be honest. I said, nothing my father do, I want to be like my father. My father was a man that walk in the house. When you walk in the house, it's like general, somebody coming. And everybody had to keep quiet. Daddy in the house. Even though you bounce your toe, he want to cry. Come the father, that's a man, a short man. But he bad. Just bad. You know? Well, thank God. But you know, he never really related to us in any loving way. So I come into a marriage now, don't know how to even be affectionate. So you see, we have a lot of young men. You see, you're watching the world around. You're watching this culture of these young men growing up here. Yes. Growing up without parents and growing up in a kind of they're trying to, I don't like the neighborhood. In the neighborhood of on the wrong side of the fence, and they go up in a mindset. I'm watching, you know, how they disrespect our women. Yeah. You know, I was just looking on the thing here. Somebody put some post to me, and I'm watching this Kevin Hart was just a people disguised himself in a taxi driving, and a young lady in the car, but he's trying to play her or some kind of thing, you know, as though. But I'm watching what this, and I couldn't watch it anymore because they are saying some disrespectful thing to our women, and it becomes part of the culture. So your young girls can't even see a man that will represent them and speak well of them and make them feel as though they are women and they need to be appreciated, they need to be loved, because the culture has brought to us such a depraved way of thinking that our women become like nothing. And it's a sad thing to know that we grew up in this society and having young girls and having and to see them clean up for this kind of characters and then make them in the movies, and every time that they have a black actor, they have to be acting, so hyper, and the woman always in some attitude, and our women look like that. They need to be loved like anybody else. They need to be pampered and taken care of. But what is given, so that's why you see now, every time the police confront a little black man, they want to kill them, because why? It is already ingrained in the culture that these black men are angry, have some gun or something, trying to do something, and it's not the truth. It's not fun, it's nowhere near the truth. So here it is now, seeds have been sown to have them think that way. So now we can reverse the concept. That's why I paused this morning. I said, do something with all this what's going on here. I said, if the church is the mecca of any healing that will take place in this land. It has never changed. But when God spoke to me, I said, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will heal their land. It has never changed. It's the church. It's upon the church. It's incumbent upon the church to come together and pray and cancel the evil that is taking place in the land right now. The evil, the prejudice, the bigotry, everything that is taking place. Amen. It's not Donald Trump. Amen. He is an agent of the enemy to cause and to fan this thing into flame. I'm saying to you, we, the church, is the one who want to come together and show love.
Yes. Amen.
All those pastors who was trying to use all these different things, and who is the Antichrist and who represented the Antichrist, that is foolishness. The thing is that it's not about who's the Antichrist, it's in the church. Understand their role in the nation. We have to come together. Our words are seed. And when we speak the wrong thing, the church, just imagine, you could be in one of these large churches and you'll be out there going out there dressed in militia uniform to kill people in the name of God. Something is wrong with the culture. And if the church is not speaking up against the evil, the prejudice, the bigotry, then the preaching that we are preaching is nothing. Because I don't know what's going on in the next 40 years. If the Antichrist will come, and the Antichrist will come, whether we believe it or not. And there are many false Christs. There are many Antichrists. Antichrist simply means you are against the Christ.
Yes, amen.
So there are many Antichrists out there. There are people who are between the balance of serving God and not serving God. But the wrong word can be received and cause the whole life to be turmoil. We have to understand the church ought not to play a role in fanning the bigotry. The church ought to tell the people, if we are born again, if we are called by God, then we ought to push the gap. We ought to show the love. We ought to show the compassion. Amen. And to know that we are all in this thing together. I remember back in the 60s when they had Muhammad Ali and tell him, I'm going to drop him into the army. He said, I am not going to fight against the Vietcongs. They have never called me a nigger in the street. They have never treated me like a third class citizen. Here it is. We are seeing, amen, everybody else is trying to rally to get the word, to get the people to show love. Remember the old song, what the world needs love is love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. And the seeds of evil, the seeds of bigotry have been sown so deep that some people can't even come to terms to understand. God called us to walk in the divine blessing. Amen. To call us to come and seek His face and pray and stop the evil. Amen. I don't care what people say that this is the last day and it must come to pass. Some things you can avoid. You can't watch things happen. We can change the hands of time. When the Bible says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will heal
healing. The word of God said, if we come together and pray, God will turn this thing around. It was prayer that stopped, amen, the Germans from destroying the world with Hitler. It was prayer. It was not the Alister, the military army. It was prayer. There was intercession going on in England, in the basement, and they were crying before God. And that is whatever transpired that causes the army, the Germans, and them to fall back. What I'm saying to you, we are not to fight this thing. We have to do this thing in prayer. We have to do this thing in coming together. We have this thing in manifesting the love of God. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
God called us to live above reproach. Amen. I'm hearing they say, be careful of what you hear. Do not allow people to dissuade you from what God has called you into.
Yes, hallelujah. Amen. Thank you,
This morning,
Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
you have to know who you are, who called you.
Yes.
You must not be validated by someone else.
Amen.
You must not be validated by someone else. Don't let someone else give you the validation that make you feel like, I don't care what you say. You know, some preacher called, they see the poster, I'm proud of you. I don't care what you proud of me. You understand me? You proud of me? I mean, you understand? We are good people. Proud of me for what? Because we have this guy coming in our location, Bishop Wiley Jackson. Now, those of you who know preachers in the United States, he's one of those guys who God used. I was humbled by his anointing when I saw him in Trinidad. He is so humble. I mean, and he wasn't, he's not facade. The man was so that when he was about to leave Trinidad, he was going to leave because the time his wife wanted to come back home right away, and he was scheduled to preach a Sunday and stay there till the Monday and leave. And for some reason, the plane, they couldn't get the ride out of Trinidad to come back. So he ended up staying. Now, American Airlines was contract with Hilton Hotel, so he was to go to Hilton Hotel and stay until the flight he gets his flight for free. When the Hyatt Hotel, which is a much, sophisticated, lucrative looking best, hotel, they heard about it, they decided to jump in and tell them to stay in their hotel for free. As you pay for God. Stay for free until you get this flight. They had nothing to do with the American Airlines, had nothing to do with nothing. They just did it because the man gets their favor. When I went there and he said me, I went to the other pastor to drop him in the hotel. Well, they picked me up and went to the airport and picked him up and everything. And he saw me. So I go back to my family and then stay. He and his wife on the other workers and they want to bring me to the hotel also. Favor just like that. And he was not trying to put on a show. Because he went on there, he do all that to do with his own money. When he come and I saw seed. We bought some stuff for him with our American Express and cried out for the pastor on the trainer. And when he fell the price, it was about 80,000 TT. So when he come, I want to see what the man is doing with 150 members. He bring up TDJs, I explained to you all about that. He bring up $2. When you were thinking $2 went, he said, but you not tent. And you do all this? You in a tent? So Prophet said something, he gave me rights in the services. So he have a radio station. All preaching and TVJs also. He bring them down and out of his own pocket. So the seats that he bring them, so the seats for the 30th of August. I say this and all in a tent, 150 members, but the man is so challenged to do things about with nothing. Last week, what happened?
They dropped $1 million in steel on his project to build his dome to seat 4,000 people. Not only that, he's building hotels. Sorry, a hotel. He's building condos for people and to help those mothers and those parents going through abuse and all these things he's doing. And nothing, I'm not talking about what he is in motion right now. He's building it right now. While I was there, the government called and sent for him $700,000, giving it to his ministry for free. I was there when that all that transpired. And I see it and say, Debbie, this is the ministry we're going to sow into. So when I say, well, we sow it on our own, this was not for the church. I said, until we come to bring back the money for me, I said, listen to me. You can keep the money. This is the ministry we're going to sow into. And he went, and I didn't do it out of any show. And she went in the pulpit and tell the church what I've done. So when Bishop, why did he do that now? He realized that I'm not into money, and the coffee got hung with it, I wouldn't go. Not because I'm scared. I want to be around people to figure out I'm going to do something. He said, he called and said, the next night, he said he's going to give him 3 nights. All I have to do is pick him up in the airport, pick him up in the hotel in Manhattan. Not only that, the pastor and trader coming back up here to pick him up from the airport and bring him to church every night. When after I finished preach the second night at that crusade, you know what happened? We got locked up because I know I preach in faith and they like what's going on. Everybody tell them, the diploma going to this church, those of you who do the diploma, and everybody up in the air praising the Lord and happy. Next thing you know, the divine connection take place. And with that divine connection, this is what happened. And there are great things that happen because I know where we are going. Amen. When I look at sometimes on the congregation, suddenly you can feel the story, but I would dare not feel the story because I know where we're going. I know what to say. We have $1 million status here. Yes. Multi-million dollars come out of this ministry. You feel this, what we're dealing here with is just because of this. Listen to me. There are things happening. I watch the camera crew. Don't look at it simple. They are working feverishly to get things done. These young people are doing something in this ministry right now. I am just in awe to see the level of commitment in these young people because they want to see greater things happen. They call meetings, they call me in the office, Pastor, so and I listen to meetings, they hear their vision, they hear what they see because I don't know about the social media, they know about it, but everything they say, it making sense to me. Whether it's wrong, right, or different, you know something, it making sense. I know something, it taking us to another level because why? I will not lock myself into what I know how it used to be because the young people is the one that enter into the promised land. What's the old heads? The old one down in the wayside. I believe that God gave us some young people who have the vision for the ministry. But I'm not saying amen. And those of us who are here now, I want to understand that there's a thing, a new horizon, there's a new thing taking place. I want you to understand, I will not stop preaching about the faith in God and the faith of God and the power of God and the resurrection of God and the healing of God and the deliverance of God. I know that the God I call upon, He's able to do exceeding abundantly above more than I could ask or think, according to the power that works in me. I say to you, do not allow the enemy to box in. You are not that type of seed. You are the seed that is planted upon the grounds, and you are the grounds. The word is in you, and the word will germinate, and the word will produce, and it will spring forth
Hallelujah. Glory. Hallelujah. Somebody give God a praise. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let the Lord be magnified. Who favor the righteous cause. Let us say continually. The Lord be magnified. Hallelujah. 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 Thank you, Jesus. 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 Thank you, Solomon. I don't know what to do with. I don't know what report I hear. But the report I hear from you this morning. Amen. My sister said last week that she's clinically blind, as they say. But as the word of God declared, she continued believing. And as she went to the eye doctor, when they went to the clinic, whatever, amen, they find that she needs an extra line. Amen. Because healing is in his house. Healing. The healing is upon her. In the name of Jesus. And you'll get the 20/20 vision. Amen. It will come 100%. Amen. You will see. Don't drop pin on the floor. I thank God for the anointing to restore. Amen. I will restore the days of the cankerworm, and the palmer worm, and the caterpillar season. The time of restoration is now. Somebody raise your hands in the air and praise him like you just don't care. And shout unto the Lord, all ye land, and let the enemy know that you are blessed. You are blessed going out. You are blessed coming in. You are blessed in the city. I'm telling you, be the joy of the Lord. Know that your God is about to do something extra. Amen. Tell somebody, say, speed it up, Lord, speed it up. Speed it up. In the name of Jesus, speed it up. $2 million, speed it up, Lord. Speed it up. Speed it up. Healing, speed it up. Breakthrough, speed it up. Favor, speed it up. Open doors, speed it up. That job I'm looking for, speed it up. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Jesus.
I believe
Hallelujah.
that this morning,
Thank you, Lord Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
this word was special to me.
Jesus.
Because if you realize, I didn't come with my laptop.
Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Trying all how to get a message.
Thank you, Jesus.
To continue
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
on the
Hallelujah.
scripture.
Thank you, Jesus.
Prayer that brings results.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
I have it. I can go back and regurgitate and because some points I didn't bring last week on that same message because I didn't reach that far into the message, but I was not feeling the message into my spirit. Even when I give scripture this morning, I don't come and give them over the scripture because I was still wrestling with what God have to say to the people this morning.
Hallelujah.
And I don't know what you're dealing with,
Thank you, Lord.
but I know that you are connected to divine connection. And God will do something in your life. Will speed up. He will turn things around. Amen. And I say this morning, amen, this is a great time.
Yes.
Amen. That you could release this faith and thank God for what you're asking.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Don't come and look at lay hands on you, but
Thank you, Jesus.
because I look at you, I can see that you, most of you here, understand the word and know what we are dealing with. Amen. You can release yourself.
Hallelujah.
And begin to receive the word.
Yes,
And
Lord.
you say, you are good ground.
Thank you, Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
I am good ground.
I am good ground.
I am good ground.
I am good ground.
I put this is our oasis. You put juice. Anytime you like a oasis, you bloom like a flower in a desert. I don't care what the opportunities will happen for you. Amen. Because of the blood of Jesus, because of what He has done on Calvary cross, you are your DNA speaks to the tribal hood of Judah. You are a praiser. And everywhere you read in the Bible, when the children of God begin to praise God, things begin to work on their behalf. And I'm releasing now to have what they say
And give God some praise and thanks and know that we have it.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you for your people this morning. God, I thank God for the anointing to succeed. Tree that is planted on good ground, the seed that is put in good ground, is planted in good ground. The soil is moist.
Yes, Lord.
And they water the wood, they water the seed with the wood. I am blessed.
Yes.
Bless me to stop,
Yes.
to succeed, to excel, to forge ahead, to empowerment the prosper. So I'm blessed.
Yes, Lord.
I see my word is blessed.
Hallelujah.
The seed is the word of God. I speak the word right now.
Yes, Lord.
The need, the desire that I have, it shall come to pass. In the name of Jesus. I release upon myself, consider divine favor. I release upon you divine favor. I release upon you healing. Every sickness and disease that is mean has tried to infiltrate and come in your body. We wall it up with the word of God, with the stripes and the blood of Jesus Christ. You are healed. And the power of God, with the stripes, you are healed. With the power of God, with the word of God, you are delivered from the powers of darkness. Sickness and disease, spirit of infirmity, cannot have any reign in your mortal body. I uproot it right now. You will not continue the legacy of your grandparents, your parents, whatever sickness they have. You will not carry that legacy. You will carry the legacy of Jesus Christ. With the blood of Jesus Christ, make you whole and sanctify you holy this morning. In Jesus' name. You are blessed. You are blessed.
Thank you.
You are blessed.
I am blessed. Hallelujah.